Hi, welcome to Vergas. I'm Sherry Hansen. Oh my goodness, does it get any better than this? We're finally able to be outside. The lakes are open, and if you notice right behind me, the Vergas Community Club has given the funds to the city of Vergas, and they've hired Howard Elijah from Howard Signs to come and paint our loon. It looks pretty nice there, Dean, doesn't it? It's starting to really take shape. So Vergas, we're open. We're the main street's open, ready for you to come into town and just enjoy it. And when we talk about completing something, like when they're going to get done with that loon there, Dean, here we are talking about trails again. And back in 2008, we completed the first phase of the trail. And so where's the city at with that?
Okay, we're looking to keep progressing ahead forward. We're going to take and finish the trail from Vergas Hardware down to Eagle's Best would be the best way to describe that. And there's final details we got to do to finish that, to complete the walking trail basically from our event center all the way down to where we're sitting in the park.
Yeah, We've got such a wonderful natural resource, and Rodney, I know that you became involved with the Trail Committee. One of the reasons because of that, because we've got it right here. We just want to make it accessible to people.
Yeah, I feel like we have the last 10 yards to run yet before we reach our goal. We've done the first 90, and let's keep on going now. We wanted to always get from the loon up Main Street. That was the main focus. And we have to do it this year.
Yeah, and it sounds like the city is on board for that, and we are going to finish that. There's just something about the finishing of, like you say, connecting Main Street down to the Loon Park. And Loon Park is just one of our, highlights of the Vergas community. And if you have not ever been down to Loon Park and spent some time here, you're definitely going to want to do that this summer, because it's just, it's kept up very nice by the city, and it's just a beautiful place to be. And with that being said, we are looking at one other phase, and I guess what you call it is phase 3. Is that right, Dean?
Yes, phase 3.
It would be phase 3, and we have big dreams and hopes, and we just want to continue this trail. And where we are sitting right now by the Loon and at Loon Park, if you would just take a little drive around it and go towards 228, you end up at what the locals know as Tin Can Alley. Now, Rodney, give me some history on Tin Can Alley.
How it became Tin Can Alley, I have no idea. I had no experience with that. No. But what happened? There was a time that came that the state says every incorporated village had to have a state highway. So 228 was conceived, and they abandoned the old roadway down by the lake. So 228 was built above that. So then the abandoned roadway, the old county highway, became a place for kids to fish, for kids to drink beer and pop. And there was a couple of docks down there, which became quite popular. And the more it was used, the more it became a night spot for young people. And nothing wrong with that. I wish I was young,
Isn't that the truth? I mean, at Tin Can Alley, you can see it right here from Loon Park. And yes, it did have some of those days. I remember, trying to go up on a bike on the dirt side there. And
yes, it was an interesting walkway then and a hangout then too. Yeah.
And it was, and like you said, it used to be the roadway. Well, the city of Vergas, I think was it last year or maybe 2 years ago, they took over that area.
Yeah, we got permission to do that from the state. We got to keep in mind it's a half mile of walking trail right next to the lake, and I think that's a very important natural resource that we can expound on. There was a few erosion holes and stuff that was repaired. We hauled some natural rocks to either sit on or stand on or whatever you want to do to view the nice scenery.
Dean, I have had the opportunity to walk down there since you have done that, and it is just it's just so peaceful. You see the wildlife there, and there is nothing like the sitting on one of those rocks and watching the sun come up or the sun go down on that lake there. It is just beautiful.
Yes, it's. I think it's a real good asset for the city to do that. Now, if we could connect the two together, which would be our phase 3, then that'll be that much better. But the half mile, there is a little parking lot. You could drive down there, so if you had a half mile one way, which could make it a mile round trip for a walk, which isn't too bad.
No, that's pretty nice. And like you said, that's why we're talking today is about the extension of that. How wonderful it would be to see just a nice little pathway go just along the grain of the road there, the way that it goes, just the whole path, and end up at Tin Can Alley. And you would have from the city of Vergas walking, and then all the way there and back. What a beautiful walk, or a bike ride, or something like that, just for your family to do. And so we're going to bring some awareness about that. And on June 7th, which is a Saturday, it's considered National Trail Day. And so all over the nation, people who are celebrating their trails are going to be doing something with that. So we decided, well, let's get on board and do that. So the city of Vergas, along with the Vergas Trail Committee, has decided to, from 9 to 11 on Saturday, June 11th, we're going to meet down here at the park, and we're going to have some fun things going on. We're going to be able to show the people what the pathway is going to be. We're going to have people on that pathway. If you take that walk all the way through Tin Can Alley, and like you said, it's a half a mile once you get there, so it's probably about a quarter of a mile there and back. And so we're looking at about a mile and a half total. Is that about right, Dean?
Should be pretty close.
Pretty close. And we're going to have tickets on that. And so as the people are going, you'll if you keep walking, you'll get a ticket, and you bring those tickets back, and you're going to be able to have the opportunity to win some prizes. One of the fun things that's going to happen, too, is they're going to have some geocaching along there. And any of you geocachers out there know what I'm talking about, but they're going to set up a couple geocaching. If you do not know what geocaching is, come on down here that day, and you're going to be able to find out. Someone's going to be able to be here and explain to you what geocaching is. Dean, are you familiar with geocaching?
I'm slightly familiar just what it is, but I have not been really good at locating stuff yet.
It's a great outdoor project that you can be doing. Rodney, have you ever done geocaching?
I've never done it, but I know people that do, and they really enjoy it. You know, it's quite a challenge for them.
Right. And so that's just one more opportunity. And so there's going to be some geocaching sites set up on that. We're going to have some information here that's going to be talking to you about what our plans are, what our fundraising is going to be, where we're working on getting some grants, and so that we can get that. I mean, whether it's going to be a walkway with a I know they don't call them floating bridges anymore. What a boardwalk is what they're called, or some kind of a bridge, or which side of the road. And so the city's been working really hard on that. But you're going to be getting some information on that. Patrick Shannon from Forest Edge Gallery has created this beautiful art piece that's going to be raffled off in Looney Days. And he's actually called the piece The Trail. And so I know he's one of the real supporters and on our committee. Hanson's Plumbing and Heating is going to be handing out, after you've done that trail walk, you're going to need a little sustenance, and so they're giving out coupons for free ice cream cones, so that's going to be fun. You're going to be able to get in on that. And then the trail committee is also going to be grilling some hot dogs and chips and have some something to drink for you too. So on Saturday, June 7th from 9 to 11, it's going to be a beautiful day regardless, but you're going to get to see the full effect of what it would be like to walk the extension of the trail of what our dream kind of is on that. Dean, where's the city at with this extension? What are your thoughts?
We've got preliminary plans laid down. There's issues that we have to do as far as the next step is going to require some surveying to find out exactly where the high water mark is. These minor details like this that we have to go through to determine what our plans can be after that. So there's a little pre-planning to do before we get into the main deal. We have the kind of goal set up, and just exactly how it's going to be arrived is going to depend on cost and how other agencies work with us.
So the trail committee has the dream, the city has the reality. We're going to come together on that, and we're hoping you come out on June 7th and celebrate National Trail Day with us, and it'll just be a beautiful day in Vergas. You have a good day.